Well, now reporter Luqman Cloete is at Tses Village in the llKharas region, and he will be telling us more on the situation on the ground, that is in regards to power cuts by Nampower. Good evening, Luqman. Over to you.
Good morning. Good evening, colleague.
Go ahead.
Yeah, colleague, as you have rightly said, the bulk electricity supplier Nampower has decided to initiate the suspension of power supply to several villages, mainly in the south. Among them, Tses, Village, and Marindal Town Council, llKharas Town Council also. And we are here now at Tses Village. According to what the residents told us, just few minutes after 5 o'clock, the Nampower has pulled the plug. And according to the notice issued early this week, the suspension of power was supposed to last for 4 hours. But surprisingly, they have restored electricity supply, according to the residents, just few minutes after 7. I've also spoken to some residents in Marindal when we arrived here just few minutes after 7, and they confirmed that they are still in dark that side. The council, according to the Tses Village Council, according to the CEO, Mr. Fritz Christians, with whom I earlier spoke, said the council owes about $8 million to the bulk supplier. And they are struggling to make ends meet, meaning they have huge financial constraints. I've also seen a letter which the Minister of Finance and Public Enterprises wrote to the Nampower Board Chairperson, Mr. Daniel Motinga. In that letter, it is stated that the cabinet has decided that Nampower must put the suspension of electricity to defaulting local authorities on hold, and for further consultations. But according to some sources, it seems that Nampower has kind of ignored this directive.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Luqman.
Yes. When we came here, it says I was lucky to get hold of one of the former councillors, Mr. Luqman Cloete, and I asked him, what does he think of this electricity suspension, and how should council address this issue for it not to happen in future? What he says is it's a very complicated issue because of the financial difficulties in which most of these village councils find themselves. But he advised and said the only solution for now is for the councils to ring-fence income they are generating from electricity while they are waiting for government to come and meet them halfway in the form of subsidies. That is the only way out of these huge debts they owe to both Nampower and Namwater.
All right, Luqman Cloete, thank you so much for that update. We'll surely keep in touch.
Okay, thanks, colleague.
All right. Well, the news returns to more on the power cuts affected today, that is around the country. Also